7-point lead. They'll likely
coverage.
Not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Likely be the last play of the first half. Before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him postgame. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Michael Dana, he's the culprit, causes a... As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Tony on the return. Shifts past him at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good cover. He's dropped at the 17. The Niners set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Purdy sets up to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To try again after the sack. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Let's give a little credit. This ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Mahomes will throw for it, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm, making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't buy or believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, and it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
Today.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burpo?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 34 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it is Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen in his receiver.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jackson now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38, and they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table, but a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now Osborne to return it. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Bateman once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Madubuike. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. We are in for a good one as we're through one. on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But we couldn't count any yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Prochet on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they go backward. Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. They were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it.
And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jackson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes...
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Wipe the mirror off, try to turn me down. Only thing it did was veer off, showing fake love. I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier. Get the line, they all talk dog, it's a room full of Brian.